Happy Sunday, everybody. Or Monday, depending on where you are. But hi! Welcome to the stream. Indeed, communications, as always, are, wobbly. But I did see, let's see, I saw Lord Portico. Hello. Shadows of Life. Good to see you. I am Puddleglum. Welcome back. Thank you so much for the resubscription for a full year. Enjoy your new rainbow feather in your cap. Let's see. Who? Mobius. Hello, Mobius. Yeah. Hi, everybody. As always, I can't control the internet. After stream yesterday, I was just so frustrated. I went back online and was looking at what are my options? And my options pretty much are the provider I currently have. So, yeah. Technically, there are some satellite options in the area, but they are way slower. And there's a DSL option, but it is also stupendously slower than what I have. I suspect the problem is that it's just really old infrastructure that they just don't want to update. And see, they're already hearing me. The internet can hear that I'm talking about it. But yeah, I suspect it is, I think it's just really old infrastructure that they just are not willing to invest in upgrading because they only care about the download speeds and people don't complain about those. And the FCC has, done all sorts of testing, or the FCC has done surveys and required the providers to provide better geographic maps of where their coverage actually goes. And all of that data, where I'm located, they claim as part of their footprint with excellent high-speed internet. In fact, multiple providers claim that, even though only one of them actually services my address. So yeah, the preventer who is moving into the area reported to the FCC that they already served it. Because they do provide service in this zip code, just not to this address. But if you look, this address is covered by the block that they claimed that they served. Which is why I don't believe any of the reporting coming out of the FCC regarding the actual coverage of ISPs. But anywho, it doesn't vouch for the batteries and things. Batteries don't last, no. So, I'll continue doing the best I can because I can't afford to move somewhere with better internet. And there's nothing I can do about the connection that I have. So I do the best I can. I'm sitting here, I'm watching, I'm always learning more and trying to optimize as best I can. And I've got various monitors up. I've got one that tells me if I miss any frames due to rendering lag or encoding lag. Those are at 0. My memory usage is fine. The frames that I have dropped were dropped by the network. And I've got the monitor that shows me that. I also, today I have the system performance monitor up, and my CPU has been holding at about 40%, and my GPU has been holding at about 47%, 46%. It's the Ethernet that goes bouncy, 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 bouncy. So I'm afraid one does not optimize the information infrastructure of the United States. It's kind of like high-speed rail. The only reason they would upgrade is if people were having trouble buying things online. If people couldn't connect to shops and purchase things online, if people couldn't watch their streaming television services, wow. If people couldn't connect to shops, if people couldn't pay to stream TV shows, that's the only reason that they would consider upgrading, because that would be a loss of money for big corporations. But they don't care about the actual user experience for most things. Sorry, I didn't mean to start off on such a blah note, but anyway, I hope that you're all having a good weekend, because capitalism, yeah. And see, when we had that blip, my Ethernet system monitor goes and drops all the way to the bottom and then shoots way up to the top and then bounces and bounces and bounces and then I'm not connected over Wi-Fi. Yeah, apparently it's gonna be one of them days. Yeah, so like 90% of the troubleshooting my internet is not working properly articles that you can find online are about, why don't you connect via Ethernet instead of over Wi-Fi? I'm connected via Ethernet. I'm not using Wi-Fi. Yeah. And the thing is, I know this is not a problem with any of my setup, with any of my stuff. I've lowered to, my computer's capable of streaming in 1080. It doesn't really matter. Most of the time, Twitch wouldn't give me that strong of a signal or that good of a quality video anyway, because I'm not a partner. But my computer's capable of it. But there's no point in doing it. If I stream at 720, hopefully the internet disruptions don't disrupt it as much as if I was streaming higher resolution. So I do 720 instead. The stream is almost, but not quite, brought to you by Shentel. Shentel, our service is Shent, and we will tell you to F off. I would love to get into the game, but at the moment it doesn't feel like it makes any sense, because if the service is dropping out every 5 seconds, the plan, if we ever do manage to get to the actual game, our service is yes, our service is if we ever do actually manage to get over to the Mass Effect, I don't actually know what we're doing. We just came back from doing a mission related to one of the DLCs, Leviathan. I don't know if that DLC is done. I don't think it is. But we're just going to pick more random missions and go, because at this point, I don't know how to intentionally navigate to specific missions, because the markings on the galactic map don't match the titles of the missions. Like, what their brief name on the galactic map is doesn't match what the title is in my mission list. So I don't know what I'm doing when I go. Leviathan's not done, but it's good. Okay. The game shouldn't cause a breach. We can hope. So yeah, there's going to be massing of effects today, and then tomorrow, I think we will finish Psychonauts. I got to a point toward the end of stream last week, and I think partly it was just that I was trying to rush. I could not get past this point. I was trying to finish last week, and we just didn't finish. There was too much game left. But I did check, because I was like, I should be able to jump on this rope and then jump on the next one above it. And I couldn't remember how to do it. So I looked up how to do that. And it's super easy. And we had done it previously in the game. And it was just that I just wasn't able to get it to work when I was trying to go fast. Now, we're in a timed section, but I think I know how to proceed. And if we get past the point we were stuck at, I don't think there's very much game left. So the plan tomorrow is to finish Psychonauts, I hope. And then if we have time left over, I have a game called Office Quest that we're just going to peek in on and see what it's all about. It was a freebie for backing at us. I mean, it's not really a freebie if you're backing, but it was one of the rewards for backing a Kickstarter that I backed at a certain tier. So I backed the Heart and Brain video game Kickstarter, and at the tier that I backed, I got a code for, I think it's still a beta of a game called Office Quest. And so I have that, and we'll use it as filler if there's extra time after we finish Psychonauts tomorrow. Wednesday is Archives. Saturday, there will not be a stream because at best, at stream time, I will be driving south from my in-laws' place home. At worst, I'll still be there. I don't know what time the football game is on Saturday. It is homecoming weekend, though. Therefore, the homecoming football game, and they have not, as far as I have seen, said when kickoff is. So, depending on when kickoff is, if I'm trying to drive south in the afternoon, I may be just in the worst traffic ever. So, depending on when it is, I may not be coming back until late Saturday. My hope is that I can make it home before the Streampunks panel for Fleet Week, which is this coming Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific, I think. No, that's backwards. 3 p.m. Pacific. Is that right? I don't remember. It's sometime on Saturday that I could conceivably make it home in time. I think it's 3 p.m. Pacific, because it would be 6 o'clock here. Yeah. And then, the hope is to make it home to actually play my D&D game on Saturday. So, we'll find out. Oh, yes. This week's destination for Archival Adventures, Europe. I have a Glass Lantern slide collection, a bunch of slides that were made for a Magic Lantern, and most of them are European architectural details. So, I don't know. I think they're pretty neat. We're going to look at them. A resort with very good Wi-Fi. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that it still makes sense to leave there around 3-ish, 2:33-ish, and head back. Because I'm not one for big gatherings, not one for family gatherings, and I'm not one for spending lots of time around other people whom I do not live with, because then I have to wear a mask a lot, and so I've been to visit my family once when my older brother visited from Iowa. I wore a mask the whole time. I was only there for a couple of hours. this time it'll probably be overnight that I'm there, and most of the time I will have a mask on. But this was one of those family gatherings where I didn't really have a way out of it. So I have to go. My hope is I can leave around 2:30 or 3 and head home. And then, you know, if I'm still driving, I can at least like pull over to a rest area, pull up the Fleet Week stream on my phone and just listen to it while I drive. Because cellular coverage is good enough that that's possible. But anyway, I think it might be worth trying to move to the game. Time for you to take your weekly snot pregnancy test. Oh dear. Yeah, it's still not great. I've had the booster. I've had yeah, I don't know what to do at this point. It just seems like everybody is behaving as though it's gone and it's not gone, and if people would stop behaving as though it is gone, it would be gone. So, but for most of them, they don't seem to care. And I find it upsetting. So I'm gonna save the galaxy instead. Yeah? This sounds like an idea. I'm going to attempt to move us to the game. I don't presently hear any sound from the game, so I don't know. I'm guessing you probably don't either. I don't appear to have it muted, though, so... Okay, that was quiet, but there was noise. Oh, it's because... I don't know. I don't know what it is with my levels. I somehow need to adjust. So, when I'm playing the music, what I hear in my ears is significantly louder than anything else on my system. So I have to lower the volume. And my headphone volume percentage, when I've got the music going, I drop it down to like 9%. Otherwise, I can't hear myself think. So then when I switch to the game, I need to bump it back up to 30% in my headphones, which still tells me that it's wrong. Like, it should be like, I don't know, 75% for a good volume. That's where I want my levels set so that 75% is the default good volume, and then I can adjust up or down from there as needed. But I haven't taken the time to do that. Or maybe 50%, but 30% is a bit low, because then there's not much down I can go when I open a program and it decides to play a lot louder. I could make those adjustments, but what my concern is if I do that, will it mess with the levels that I need for streaming? Although those are set by decibel levels, so maybe it would be fine. Oh, and there goes the bit rate. Did we buffer? Oh gosh, there's some delay today. I don't know if we buffered or not. Do I need to have? Aha! I'm gonna try that. That's weird. I just hid the preview on. There was a blip, but only minor. Okay. And can I? Thank you. I have shut off all previews. Like, I don't currently have a preview in OBS, or I usually have like the stream up in a browser window to help me to monitor things. Those are gone. I have shut those down to optimize system resources so that I can, because I have the CPU and GPU monitor and stuff up. I was like, I might as well try this. I don't know. It may be worthless. It may not make any difference, but we'll see. Did I shut this off again? I did. Okay. I need to fix that graphic because I can't tell when it's on and when it's off. I need to put like a big no symbol on it so I know that on my button, the little dumpster fire icon, it just dims a little bit when it's off, and I can't really tell whether it's on or off. Anyway, Mass Effect 3. Let's get back into it. Okay, we just came back from a mission. Let's check our private terminal. No new messages. There was a note that Dr. Chakwas wants to talk to us. I think Trainer just said that, so let's go check with the doctor. But otherwise, I don't really think there's much running around and talking to people we need to do, because it was just one step in a DLC mission.
Shepard, remember our agreement? We'd open a bottle of cerise ice brandy every year.
Uh-huh.
And it's my turn to buy.
Oh, she remembered.
Yes, well, something tells me we won't have the chance a few months from now, so
Oh dear.
indulge my impatience.
Oh. No. We are gonna have that chance. I'm gonna make sure that we have a chance to open that bottle of brandy in a year. But you might want to buy it now, just in case.
Doctor, put that bottle in a safe place. We'll crack it open to celebrate our victory over the Reapers.
I admire your optimism, and I'll look forward to the day we can share it. Till then.
Yay! Oh gosh, +5 reputation for that. No idea what we're doing. Let's see. Okay, we've got... I'm gonna look at the missions that we have. We don't have any like new codex entries or anything like that. G12 thermal pipe? No clue. No guidance on where to even find one. It's just like, find one and bring it. Shore leave. Really dangerous thing that. That was the one that I was told, do not do that one yet. Ah, don't go unprepared. Remember that F5 is your quick save option. Where possible, save while meditating in front of the fish tank at the Normandy Bay Aquarium. If the baddies get too close, tell them to F off with a melee attack. Also remember that Kaidan is watching you. Make good choices and use only the best armor and weapon protection before side questing. Thank you, Portico. Let's see, Array. Ex-Cerberus scientists, a group of top-level scientists have cut ties with Cerberus and are fleeing their former employer. Rescue them before Cerberus can find them. Leave shore leave to almost before the last mission. Okay. Mesana, distress signal. Asari High Command has requested help dealing with a distress signal on an Asari colony. Go to the colony, investigate. Priority mission, Perseus Vale. Obviously, we're not doing this one yet. We have so many side quests, but this is a main quest. So we'll leave that one alone. Cerberus ciphers. A CSEC officer needs updated ciphers to break Cerberus codes. Find the ciphers and deliver them to him at the Citadel Embassy. I don't even know where we're supposed to look for those. Are we supposed to look for those on the Citadel or elsewhere? Who knows? Target jamming technology. I'm tempted to say, in the event of a water landing, your shipboard AI serves as a flotation device. Yep. I believe it. Or also, I would hope that our sentient torpedo would also serve as a flotation device, but I don't know. A CSEC officer needs target jamming technology to save lives during future attacks. Find the technology and bring it to him. There's so much of this, like, find this, with no guidance on where to go to do so. Which I get from a role-playing standpoint, but also, like, somebody's got to have an idea, a clue, a path for me to follow. There's just... it's somewhere out in the galaxy. Go find it. Hades Nexus. Obelisk of Cars. That's just been a frustrating bit for me. I'm sorry. I'm going to try and not harp on it too much. Obelisk of Karza. A researcher needs the Obelisk of Karza to help with the Crucible project, recover it from the Hades Nexus, and deliver it to him in the Presidium Commons. Again, I mean, at least this one is in the Hades Nexus. Your specs do include limited buoyancy functions, but the shipboard AI is less likely to create an antimatter explosion. Cacliosaur fossil. Find one. See, I'm not... I don't mind an open-ended, go find this thing quest if there's a way to find hints on where to do so. Here, it's like a Solarian scientist needs a preserved Cacliosaur specimen to help the Krogan fight on toxic worlds. Find one and return it to him in the Presidium Commons. If there was a place where I could go, or a person I could go ask for any sort of guidance on where the heck would I find one of these things. Somebody knows something about Cacliosaurs, and at least tell me a general quadrant of the galaxy I should look in. Is there one in a museum somewhere that I could break in and steal? Like, where the heck am I supposed to go to do this quest? The lack of that. And it's just, I'm going to randomly find this at some point, and the quest will not even tell me I have found it. That is what frustrates me about the quest structure in Mass Effect 3. Because if it was like solving puzzles and you get a vague hint or something you can go on, that would be different. Because then there's at least a way that I can pursue it. But right now it's taking up space, and I have no idea where I need to go to try and solve it. The onboard AI should be able to use the replicators. You are right. Athena Nebula, Hesperia period statue. So I need to find one, but at least I know it's in the Athena Nebula. Citadel, Cerberus Turian poison. A doctor on the Citadel is looking for a Cerberus poison tailored to Turians. Find a sample of the toxin. Okay. Again, not sure where to start on that, but at least there I know it's Cerberus related and Turian related, which could potentially give me some hints. Chemical treatment, treat a patient with chemical burns. I mean, there have got to be a bazillion places in the galaxy where you can find a treatment plan for chemical burns. Also, why can't the doctor find a treatment plan for chemical burns? That doesn't seem like such an unusual thing. There's got to be information on how to treat chemical burns somewhere. Cylean Nebula. Sorry, I like this game. I enjoy this game. I'm not like really mad at it. I'm just slightly frustrated by the lack of guidance on how to do these quests. I'll get through it. I'll figure them out, but I need to find the rings of Elune in the Cylean Nebula. And most of these are like, I think, randomly scan the area while trying not to be caught by Reapers so that I can locate an item. And there's not even like a ground mission with shooting involved. It's just running away from Reaper ships in space. At least that's been my experience so far. Sorry, military trainer needs text from the library of Asha. Nimbus cluster. Takuna. Recover a holy book. Hades Nexus. Find the Prothean sphere. This is a lot of fetch quests. Valhallan Threshold. Recover Prothean data drives. Find a Reaper code fragment. So many fetch quests. A fistful of datas, except the fist belonged to a hill giant? Took replicator privileges away from the AI after the AI got stuck in an infinite loop while trying to define the concept of self. No. Omega, that's a DLC. Irune, Book of Plenyx, Find the Thing. That is continuing with the DLC, Shrike Abyssal, Prothean, Obelisk. Right, most of what we have is those random fetch quests that I don't know, we're gonna do our best. That's all I can do, is do my best. All right, first we have to go say hi to the fish and the hamster. Hello, fishies! They're so pretty. I'm glad I don't have to care for them myself. I'm afraid they would die if they were my actual pet fish. Because I would not be too great about, like, remembering to clean the water. Hi, Iron Trout. Hello, Space Hamster. All right, let's go find a mission.
Chief Engineer Adams would like to speak with you down in engineering.
Oh, no, apparently we're going to engineering. Hello? It's Fitzsimmons.
Edie isn't pilot the Normandy. She is the Normandy.
Ha!
No, she's a passenger in the Normandy, just like us. The ship was a spacefaring vessel before Edie even existed.
Not bugged anymore.
Is correct. The Normandy SR2 was completely spaceworthy prior to my installation.
See, Edie agrees with me.
Edie's mind and the Normandy are a whole entity now. You couldn't just move the processors in the AI core to another ship.
Why not?
Engineer Adams is correct. Processes that contribute to my self-awareness are spread throughout the ship.
See? Edie agrees with me.
But unlike Edie, our brains couldn't have existed without our bodies.
That is a requisite from being organic. You have to look beyond that limited definition of life.
Joker pilots the Normandy. He doesn't take over Edie's body when he does that. When Edie controls the ship, she's piloting, just like Joker.
Edie doesn't pilot the Normandy. She is the Normandy.
No, she's a passenger in the Normandy, just like us. The ship was a spacefaring vessel.
I mean, they're
before
both
Edie
right.
existed.
Engineer Donnelly is correct. The Normandy SR2 was completely
Alright.
spaceworthy.
The Normandy is a ship. Edie is a collection of processing hardware contained in that ship. Those are two separate things.
Doesn't the existence of the Reapers contradict that?
So what do you think, Edie?
Are we more than our thoughts?
I'm done. Any more of this, my head's gonna
Oh,
explode.
Donnelly. As long as Edie doesn't try to use the Stargate replicators, we'll be fine.
Man, good news on the installation of that thermal pipe you got us.
It went right brilliant. Much better than we expected.
I told you it would.
It gets better. While interfacing through our EZO capacitors, our Miss Daniels here had an epiphany.
I wouldn't go that.
She and Donnelly deduced some theoretical improvements to our capacitor design. Edie and I ran with it and documented our conclusions. Our core is too compact to apply our theories, but it could help the Crucible engineers. Give the word and I'll send the plans their way.
Do it.
Aye, aye.
Well done, everyone.
Yay, optimized EZO capacitors. So I ultimately, I went with Donnelly on that Edie is a passenger in the ship rather than Edie is the ship. Edie existed before Edie was integrated into the ship. The ship existed before Edie was integrated into the ship. Yes, there is some codependency now that she's fully distributed into the ship, but I would rather... I would much... It's like the ship is an addition to Edie's body. Would she miss it if it was taken away? Yes. Would she still be functional? I believe so. So I think it's more like the ship is like a cybernetic prosthesis, where she would still exist without it. She might not have the full range of capabilities that she had before, or may need to relearn how to do some things. That's sort of how I was seeing it and why I supported Donnelly. Yay! Your nose will not be giving birth to spiky protein balls this week. Hooray! Kind of like an exosuit, except I think she could survive outside the ship, so I don't know.
Sometimes keeping the grid balanced is pure murder.
Commander?
Need anything, Commander?
I don't think so. Have we asked about?
How's Engineer Donnelly working out?
The kid's got talent. Now if he could just learn to shut his damn mouth.
Problems?
I'm sorry, Commander. Donnelly is dedicated, knowledgeable, and thinks on his feet. I'm glad to have him on my team.
Good.
Use a lesson or two about respecting chain of command, but I've handled the likes of him before. No need for concern.
Because I would fire you before him.
How's Engineer Daniels working out?
Her, I like. She's sharp and knows propulsion theory better than most physicists I've met. And she's easy to work with, too. Always said you had an eye for talent. Good job bringing her back to the Alliance.
Have we talked to him about, like, these other things? I don't remember.
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows
The new
old ship
normality.
away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means...
We should be able
Thank you
to
for
pump
asking
out
that.
FTL without triggering every sensor in range.
That is
Very handy
lovely.
for
Now, will you let me scan
Oh,
without triggering all the
Marvel is
sensors?
marvel of engineering.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her.
We've definitely heard this part.
Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
She's looking at you.
Skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
Carry on, Adams.
Okay.
Aye, aye, sir.
I don't know. I think only the stuff about Donnelly and Daniels was new in that conversation. Because we went down there to check after we got them on board, and then I don't know, we had that weird thing where that conversation about is Edie part of the ship or not was happening, but Daniels or Donnelly was elsewhere because of a different subquest or side quest. Okay. I don't know where we're supposed to go. All right, Narif, we've picked up 50% of the things there. So let's head to Narif and see, can we get the rest of the stuff without the Reapers coming and killing us? Enter system. Oh, shoot. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. No. Come on. There it is. I got it, but we're totally dead. Dead, dead, dead. Dead, deaders, deaders. I got away. I got away. I got away. I got away. Oh boy! Mass relay!
Reapers eluded.
Run away. Run away. Oh, I can't believe I did that. And then it worked. Okay. We're not ready. Speaking with the Quarians, that is main quest, right? I think it is. Secret's Cradle, Kelston Rift, Ninma. No idea. Attican Beta, Hades Gamma, we need to pick up something. Gemini Sigma, Kite's Nest, Exodus, Horsehead, Anos. I think Hades Gamma. It's the main quest in your opinion. The Quarians? All right, we've only picked up 50% here, but hey, look! Let's enter orbit of Traben. Start the scanner on Traben. Shlaboom. What'd we get? What'd we get? What'd we get? Credits? That doesn't solve any of my quests. All we found was money. What good is money at the end of the universe? All right, Kakus. What do you got for me, Kakus? And it's a fuel depot! Neither of those things were useful. Oh, thank you for the stretch and the posture and the hydrate. I will do them. Ooh. Thank you. Hydration. And I think the posture's not too bad today. I put on lounge pants and they are too long for my legs and I keep stepping on them. You know, that could be solved by hemming them, but I think we all know that's not something that I'm gonna end up doing. Okay, that 100% Hades Gamma, but also less useful than anticipated. I don't know where to go. Right, I'm not ready to do those at the moment. Athena Nebula. Investigate Asari colony. Find ex-Cerberus scientists. Those are possibilities. These Reapers are just freaking everywhere now. Is there nothing in the Ninma cluster? Have we been here? There's no quests listed. There's no percentage listed, which usually indicates that nothing has been identified scanning wise. There's stuff here somewhere. Because I've got Reapers alerted to my presence.
Faster than light jump successful.
Maximzul and Mullazul? I don't know. What is this place? Have we been here before? Why is it here? What do we need? Maldor. Let's read about the planets and find out. The Krogan surveying team that first reported back from Maldor said, in characteristic understatement, that the planet had a bit of the good stuff if you can get past a little acid. Although Maldor's mineral wealth includes uranium, iridium, and other heavy metals, miners must contend with crushing gravity and atmosphere, boiling temperatures, and clouds of sulfur dioxide. As such, once the planet's most accessible ores were depleted, the mining interests that exploited the planet quickly departed. Orbital distance 0.9 AU, orbital period 1 Earth years, radius 8,356 kilometers, day length 36.0 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 52.73 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature 361 Celsius, surface gravity 1.88 G. Utuku. Look at that! It's like a coppery ball with just little wisps of, like, I don't know. I mean, they're cloud, clearly, but I was trying to come up with something else to call them. Although Utuku is habitable, extreme temperatures and violent weather have discouraged colonization. Because the planet has little liquid water to retain heat, surface temperatures regularly oscillate between 70 C and minus 60 C. Utuku's vegetation is notable for having evolved flexible central stalks to survive high-speed winds, as well as leathery leaves to shrug off the planet's frequent sandstorms. Animal life is mostly confined to the planet's small oceans. Utuku has few valuable minerals. Orbital distance 1.7 AU, orbital period 2.5 Earth years, radius 6,865 kilometers, day length 64.2 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 2.2 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 10 Celsius, surface gravity 0.82 G. We've got one more that's listed in system, or that shows in system, and then we're going to scan and hopefully find something. I don't know. Kef. Kef is a hydrogen-helium gas giant. Records show that the planet should have a helium-3 mining infrastructure, but scans find nothing of the sort. There are neither abnormal heat sources nor space junk from destroyed refineries. If the infrastructure was removed, it was removed entirely and within the last few years. Orbital distance 5.8 AU, orbital period 15.7 Earth years, radius 70,912 kilometers, day length 17.6 Earth hours. Schlimpoom. We're not even alerting Reapers to our presence here. I don't think there's anything to find in this system. But there was in the other one because there were Reapers present. And that usually means there's something to locate. At least that's been my cue that, hey, there's something to scan for here. Is Reaper presence.
Evasion successful.
Come on, find it.
Reapers eluded.
I'm not finding anything. There's nothing here. Why? Yikes. No, 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 no. Holy mackerel. No.
Faster than light jump successful.
There's nothing here. There's nothing. What's the point of this place?
Successful. Reapers eluded. Faster than light jump successful.
Why do you keep showing up there? How am I supposed to get out of this area if you won't leave me alone long enough to do?
Reapers eluded.
Stop it! Stop it. Stop it. Listening Post X-19. Listening Post X-19 was built shortly after the Rachni Wars just in case any Rachni survived the annihilation of Suen. The post orbits the mass relay and is still manned and maintained, although today it largely exists as a customs checkpoint for researchers studying the Rachni homeworld. Among members of the Council militaries, being assigned to the station is seen as a form of punishment or exile, considering that there have been no signs of sapient life on Suen for over 1,000 years. Station length 332 meters. Mass 106,000 metric tons. Population 340. And I was hoping that that would be a place where... Aww. I was hoping it would be a place I could go where everybody knows my name and they're always glad we came. This is really freaking difficult. I can't get out of the system. And this is the only mass relay. And there's no like mission for me to go in to get rid of the Reapers. This is not good. Plot mass relay jump. Okay, note to future self, never go to the fucking Ninma cluster. Kilston Rift, Pylos Nebula. There had to have been something there, some purpose to that place. No? Far Rim speak with Quarians. Sigurd's Cradle's 100%ed. What is this? Nothing. You're trying to make tea? Well, I mean, I'm sorry if I made you spill your tea. Cleanup crew to the flight deck. Cleanup crew, please report to the flight deck. Could be a quest later, yeah. Valhallan Threshold. Strike Abyssal. Start with Valhalla. Also, I don't have very much fuel. I need a fuel depot. Sorry. Be right back. Hey, Krogan DMZ, give me some fuel. There was a fuel depot in the system that we were in, Ninma, but... I was not going to be able to get fuel at it. I kept trying, I kept hoping, but that one Reaper was spawning right next to the mass relay, and it was just really hard to get to the relay because there's no... I have to use the mouse to move the ship, and I have to use the mouse to click this button. So there was no... I couldn't do like movement with my left hand and be ready to click the button. That was the only reason that I got caught twice was because of the controls. I was fast enough, I could have done it if I'd been able to just like make the ship move with my left hand. Hi, Obi-Wan, it's good to see you. There are no planets in this system, are there? Oh, but the Reapers sure like this system.
Signal confirmed.
Investigate! Thanks for the fuel.
Reapers eluded.
But I got 100% of the things in that system, in the Rahil Leia system. You thought that statement would be way more offensive than it was? I don't even know which statement you're talking about, but okay. There's one planet here in Paz. Garvug. Oh, needing the microwave to make tea. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Garvug. In 354 CE, Garvug was considered a bargain world, given to the Krogan to placate them because no one else wanted to live on such a frozen rock. Technically a life-bearing world, Garvug had a small farm belt around its equator and well-insulated marine life in its seas. By the turn of the century, the Krogan had completely adapted, breeding hundreds of younglings per family in vast underground bunkers. By the turn of the next century, Garvug's narrow strips of coral reef had been destroyed by overfishing and pollutants, and excess Krogan took to the stars to find another planet to consume. Garvug was treated as an object lesson by the Citadel Council. The Krogan could not be trusted to check their own numbers. Today, Garvug is a frozen wasteland, home to corporate eco-engineering efforts trying to implement sustainable agra and aquaculture practices. Krogan and Vorchop hacks are a constant threat, and the corporations pay mercenaries well to keep their operations safe. Wow, I did really bad at reading this one. I apologize. Orbital distance 4 AU, orbital period 6.1 Earth years, radius 6,200 kilometers, day length 27 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 1.2 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature minus 30 Celsius, 5 at the equator, and surface gravity 1g.
I found something.
Ah! What find you? Come on, come on. You just couldn't think of a directly applicable reply to the comment that wouldn't start a mutiny? Ting, 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 ting. What do we find? Prothean data drives! That's one of the things that we had a quest to find. Yes, this is Mass Effect 3. Of those of you who are of the tea-drinking persuasion... That's a weird way to start a sentence. What do you think of green tea? Investigate! Fuel depot! Run away!
Faster than light jump successful.
Yeah. I mean, the scanning for items and grabbing, it's very different. And having to run from the Reapers is just a thing. I asked about the green tea. Like, enjoy it. It's a little bitter, but you can. But I find it can. One drink, one make. One drink. Oh, you make two from it. So. I see. Oh, I didn't know it had that effect. I'm not a fan, personally, of green tea. I'm not a huge fan of black tea, honestly. And I've only ever really had the chance for white tea a couple of times. And rooibos, it depends on what's in it. I'd say mostly heavily spiced black tea is generally okay. I've gotten to the point where I can drink it. I don't like American style Southern iced tea. Blech. I thought of this because you all mentioned tea. And so Philip found out I had never tried Pocky sticks. I keep wanting to call them Pokey sticks, but Pocky sticks. I had never had one, and he buys them all the time. And so he insisted that I try one, but the flavor he gave me was matcha flavor. And matcha is basically just powdered green tea. I took one bite and I couldn't get the flavor out of my mouth, and it was so bad, and I was just, I did not finish the Pocky Stick. I told him if he wants me to try a Pocky Stick for real, he should give me a different flavor to try. But I had to just, no. And I told him before I bit into it, I said, this is the matcha flavor, I'm not gonna like it. And he's like, it doesn't taste like anything. There's like, just taste. He insists that the matcha Pocky Sticks taste like vanilla. I think there's something wrong with his taste buds that he thinks they taste like vanilla, because they taste like matcha. And matcha, not good. My first introduction to green tea was a green tea hard candy, like a Japanese green tea hard candy, that as it melts in your mouth, it's sort of like this, like, it's weird for hard candy in that it has a creamy, silky feel to it, but it tastes like matcha. Like, I did not enjoy it. He must have acquired the taste. Yeah, true. Yeah, no, I was just curious about, because I know generally, like, for my understanding as an American, my understanding of British tea consumption is that it's primarily black tea. Primarily. And so, but I didn't really know anything about, like, how common is green tea consumption in Britain. Like, green tea to me, I think of more like Japan or China or like East Asia. Rooibos, I don't really have a conception of where on the planet it is most consumed. And white tea, very much, think of Southeast Asia for that as well. Anyway, look at this lovely purpley pink planet here. Did we already read about Elohi? I don't remember, so we're going to read it again. if we did. Elohi, a small hydrogen-helium gas giant formed around a metallic hydrogen core. Elohi was the site of a rare astronomical event late last year. The comet Asaro completed its orbit of 70 galactic standard years and traveled so close to the giant that it was captured as a moon. Dozens of space probes from around the galaxy recorded this moment. Elohi is within the frost line of its parent star, where gas giants do not usually form. For this reason, it is believed to be an extrasolar capture. Orbital distance 0.6 AU, orbital period 0.5 Earth years, radius 38,119 kilometers, day length 11.8 Earth hours. No! Are we having buffer zones? I looked over and I saw my, like, bitrate doing wackiness. But Twitch Inspector says we're stable, so I don't know. We buffered. Okay. This is the problem where I've got the previews turned off, so I don't have any idea. I don't know how to get it back. Can I pop this out? I can. Maybe if I just have it be tiny. Just like a teeny tiny little stream preview in the corner. How much is that stream preview in the corner? Then maybe it will, like, give me some idea. I'm trying to get a setup that works so that I've got the monitors going and I have an idea of... you thought your kid just tried to force choke the modem. Oh, that doesn't quite fit. Not the way I want it to. Come on, do the thing. All right. I've got chat, I've got the system monitor, I've got the stream preview, which honestly I need. The question is, if I ever need to refresh it, how do I do that? Reload frame. No? Nope, that did nothing. Aha! There we go. Cool. No idea. But for now, I think we can turn this back off. You don't know the power of the dark side. Yes. Also, I'm not a good James Earl Jones impressionist. Enter orbit of Dumas. Home to 51 moons, including the prebiotic moon Anaphil. Yep, that's what it said. Okay, there's a thing that I do where, especially if I'm reading out loud, I read the words and I process them and they come out of my mouth so fast that my brain never gets involved. So sometimes I get partway through a sentence and I don't know if I have said them right because I never actually read the words. And that happened here. I moved right past the word prebiotic so fast that by the time I got to the end of saying Anaphil, I didn't know if I had said the right word and I had to pause and check. Home to 51 moons, including the prebiotic moon Anaphil, Dumas is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with violent surface winds exceeding 1,900 kilometers per hour. Like its sister planet Elohi, it is believed to be an extrasolar capture. Orbital distance 1.6 AU, orbital period 2 Earth years, radius 59,152 kilometers, day length 10 Earth hours. The problem is that I have that same problem when it comes to reading for myself, which means that I often have to read things or passages more than once before I actually retain what is in them, because I just end up reading the words too fast to the point where I just don't know if I have read them properly. All right, so it looks like there's 3 asteroids of interest here. I'm not going to scan yet. We're going to read about them first. Kakabel, the second asteroid in the system. Oh man, I got them out of order. Anyway, the second asteroid in the system formed around an element 0 core. Kakabel is another carbonaceous asteroid with a surface made of hydrated minerals, such as carbonates and clays. Beneath its icy surface is liquid water with some amino acids. The surface of Kakabel is pitted and scarred with strip mining stations where the Quarians took as much EZO as possible before moving on. Orbital distance 4.2 AU, orbital period 8.6 Earth years, radius 40. Orbital distance 4.2 AU, orbital period 8.6 Earth years, radius 470 kilometers, day length 68.3 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0, surface temperature minus 118 Celsius, and surface gravity 0.1 G. I am scared to start scanning. Farlos. Look at it, it's a little marble and it's all purpley and it's all dotted with the little white dots and it's kind of amazing. Oh, Puddleglum, have a good time wherever you're going, whatever you're doing, and thank you for coming by. It's always good to see you. And again, thank you so much for the resubscription earlier. The Count of Monte Cristo. Monte Cristo. By Alexandre Dumas. Oh my. Alexandre Dumbass. Sorry, I did hear that in my brain. But also, Monte Cristos. If you're not from the US, you may not be familiar with the Monte Cristo sandwich. Monte Cristo sandwich. Let's see. I'm trying to remember exactly. Basically, it is a hot ham and cheese fried sandwich, right? deep battered and fried, and then served. It's a ham and cheese fried like a grilled cheese sandwich, like cooked first, if I'm not mistaken. Not sure. Haven't ever made one myself. But 2 slices of fairly thickish bread, ham, cheese, which I believe would be Swiss cheese, deep fried, sprinkled with powdered sugar or confectioner's sugar, and served with a side of grape jelly for dipping. It is you call it a day ender. It's worth having at least once. It is not something you want to eat regularly. It is just very not good for you. You definitely want to use like a Swiss cheese because you want the salty and sweet combination. So you get some salty from the batter and the deep fry, but then you get the powdered sugar, and then you get the grape jelly. And so having Swiss is salty enough to, like, the Swiss cheese and the batter add a little bit of salt. The ham, I suppose the ham would have some salt in it as well, but it is an experience and worth having at least once. I had a Widowmaker fried French toast with ham and cheese, only all at the same time. Kind of, yeah. I had one time where a restaurant had made a Thanksgiving version of a Monte Cristo that was surprisingly good. So it was turkey. What was in the... I don't think there was cheese. I think it was like turkey and like a little bit of potato, like mashed potato. Turkey and mashed potato, inside bread, battered, deep fried, sprinkled with the powdered sugar, of course, and served with cranberry jelly for dipping. And the bread, I believe, had been seasoned with traditional like Thanksgiving seasonings for like stuffing. So you had either that or maybe the potatoes had. So you had sort of the celery, salt, and sage. So you got like the spices that would be typical in a Thanksgiving stuffing, plus the turkey, plus potatoes infused with like gravy flavor, on bread, battered, deep fried, and served with cranberry jelly. Apple cider donuts, though, yeah. Pilots used to make what they call a Barney Clark specials that were double bacon cheeseburgers with a fried egg for heart transplant patient. Oh my gosh. I've had some interesting burger combinations. There was a restaurant in the Minneapolis Skyway called The Burger Place. That was just what they were called, The Burger Place. And they used to have all sorts of variety of burgers that you could get. I liked going there because I could have a turkey patty. It was cooked on the same grill that they cooked the beef patties. So it was essentially a turkey patty cooked in beef grease, beef fat. But I wasn't doing it because I was against like eating meat or red meat, or I just prefer turkey patties. My favorite burger that they had there was, I would get the turkey patty with the default toppings of lettuce, tomato, and mayo. But I would get their teriyaki. I don't remember what it was called. I don't remember the name of it. But so bun, turkey patty, lettuce, tomato, mayo, a ring of pineapple, and teriyaki sauce. We may have misdirected our revolutionary fervor. Wait, don't look up fool's gold. Are you talking food related? Because I know what pyrite is. Deep fried Mars bar from Scotland says hello. Here they do a deep fried Snickers bar. I don't actually know what all's in a Mars bar because we don't really have access to Mars bars here. We get the Milky Way instead. Elvis's favorite sandwich was a fool's gold. Oh, okay. I didn't know that's what it was called. If you've ever had deep fried butter, then you understand American state fairs. A deep fried stick of butter. Not worth trying. I will stick with some cheese curds, thank you. Chocolate, caramel, and nougat. So a Milky Way. When we're not using the butter for statuary. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna read the entry on Farless, but so if it's chocolate, caramel, and nougat, then that is called a Milky Way in the U.S. And there's another. Sorry, I know too many things about candy history. If you're familiar with the Three Musketeers bar, which I'm thinking of because it's somewhat similar to a Milky Way or a Mars bar, the Three Musketeers bar has its name because it used to come, and each package had 3 small candy bars in it, and they were. It's like today, a Three Musketeers bar has chocolate flavored inside, but originally it was packaged as 3 smaller bars, and one was vanilla flavored, and one was chocolate flavored, and one was strawberry flavored. Also, yes, the banana flavoring does not taste the same as the bananas you buy at the produce section in your grocer, most likely, because the banana flavoring is modeled after the flavor of the Gros Michel banana that was decimated by a blight, and so the growers that used to grow and ship the Gros Michel switched to the Cavendish, which tastes slightly different. Although the Gros Michel, I did find out, is still grown. It didn't die out completely. It's too susceptible to the blight, and so they switched to a varietal that was less susceptible to the blight. But there are efforts to try and crossbreed the two to make a banana that tastes more like the Gros Michel, but is more susceptible to the blight. It's very interesting. European chocolate is better. Even European milk chocolate it just tastes better. I don't know why. Lint. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm going to actually read this entry. But look at the little marbly thing. We do put a lot of... Swiss buttercream is so much better than American buttercream. Farless, one of a trio of asteroids formed around an element 0 core. Farless is the easiest to mine for low-yield ESO. A carbonaceous asteroid, Farless has a trace of water-bearing minerals and organic carbon in the form of kerogen. Orbital distance 4.1 AU, orbital period 8.3 Earth years, radius 540 kilometers, day length 24.1 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.0 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature minus 116 Celsius, surface gravity 0.1 G. U.S. chocolate is like U.S. tomatoes? Designed for transport and shelf stability, not tasty. Indeed, if you all remember, I don't know how old you all are. When I was a kid, Red Delicious apples had wonderful marketing. Red Delicious apples are awful. Red Delicious apples are mealy and too sweet, and they're just not a good experience to eat at all. The reason Red Delicious was so popular was that they were bred for how they looked in the produce section at the grocery store. They were bred to have the reddest, shiniest, most uniform skin, which led to an apple that didn't taste good and wasn't a good experience to eat. But they didn't care because they knew that people were buying with their eyes at the store. Red Delicious apples are not delicious. And I'm glad other apples have taken over in the marketplace. NASH is becoming a more problematic health issue. Non-alcoholic steatohepatitis? Steatohepatitis? I don't know what that is. I assume it's sugar related. Steato. Oh, yeah, no, that would make sense. I did take a class in medical terminology, but it was a long time ago. Back when I spent a semester as a... No, 2 semesters as a music therapy major. Israfil, largest of the Ezo trio, Israfil is a silicate-heavy carbonaceous asteroid. It is home to approximately 40 species of microorganisms in its liquid water and was blamed as the source of the prion-based biowarfare agent EHE, exotic humanoid encephalopathy, used by the terrorist group Totenkopf in their attack on Gagarin Station in 2184. While many in the scientific community protested that Israfil did not have sufficient atmosphere or evolutionary history to sustain life at the prion level, the asteroid and its EXO-miners were nevertheless quarantined to reassure the public that the Systems Alliance was taking action. Though no evidence has yet been found that EHE originated from Israfil or was even synthesized in a local lab, the SSV Manila and a team of epidemiologists maintain watch over the asteroid's ship traffic for now. Wasn't that like a mission that we went on in 1 or 2? I think 1. Population 1006. Orbital distance 4.3 AU, orbital period 8.9 Earth years, radius 905 kilometers, day length 68.6 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature minus 100 Celsius, surface gravity 0.3 G. Non-alcoholic steatohepatitis, NASH, is inflammation of your liver caused by excess fat cells in it. Fatty liver disease. Oh, okay, I've heard of fatty liver disease. I had not heard the medical name for it. Chronic inflammation causes progressive liver damage. NASH resembles hepatitis caused by alcohol use, but it stems from something else. Causes liver cirrhosis and death in the long term if not treated. That is very interesting. Thank you for sharing.
Signal confirmed.
Investigate. It's just a fuel depot. Found another one. Found another one. Ah!
Evasion successful.
We're gonna try. We're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. I swear. We got this. Enter orbit. Start scanner. Of course, today is the day that I put chill or casual playthrough. Sometimes it does not feel like casual. Engage Sir Robin protocol. Emergency fuel pods. More fuel. This entire game is escape the giant mecha squid. You're not wrong. Okay, we have to leave and then come back.
Reapers eluded.
And we're off. No! We may have to come back for that one.
Faster than light jump successful.
Access triggers lost almost 60 pounds. Okay, they really want to be mean to me here, huh? Nope, not gonna make it,
Evasion successful.
We're gonna have to come back to that one. They're spawning right next to it, and again, the controls mean that I can't stop and actually enter orbit of the thing because I need my mouse to move. I don't know if there is controller for this game, but it's fine. We'll come back after the next mission. What I don't know is why we haven't found anything in there. Oh, we already got 100% in there, so we're fine. No! I'm trying to go to the mass relay now, thank you. Come on, game. Let me actually go there. So you have to stop and then move my cursor. We'll see what's here in the Shrike Abyssal. I'm trying to knock out all these... So many side quests. Alright. Planets? Zadaban. Afras. I don't think I've read these, so we'll find out. Yeah, if I could move the ship with WASD so that I could move with my left hand and then click when I get there, it wouldn't even be an issue. Or if I could move with the mouse and trigger selecting the button with like the tab key or something, but as far as I know, that's not an option. Zadaban is a large, dense planet named for a Volus god of punishment. Its crust is rich in uranium, eroded by winds to create large, radioactive dust storms across its surface. Okay, I think we're back. I'm just gonna reload my monitor. That is helpful. Having the monitor up, I at least see when I start to buffer. Yeah, okay, we're back. The Volus of Talasphia have explored the planet thoroughly with space probes and telepresent robot mining machines, and discovered they are not the first to exploit the planet. Plastics from a mining station approximately 50,000 years old can be found near the planet's equator, because plastics don't biodegrade. What? Mobius Tempest, thank you so much for the 14 months! Welcome back for another wonderful, wacky. I don't know where that sentence was going, but thank you so much for the resubscription, Mobius. I don't know. It's so much chaos. Yeah, the plastics won't biodegrade. Let's see. I don't know where I was. It's somewhere here. Curiously, the mines nearby were not tapped out of uranium ore. They were instead abandoned at the height of their operation. Colony founded 2154, population 22,500 in orbital stations. Capital, none. Largest station is Dolo Station. Orbital distance, 0.7 AU. Orbital period, 0.9 Earth years. Radius, 7,594 kilometers. Day length, 70 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure, 0 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature, 94 Celsius. Surface gravity, 1.5 G. I do not know where that voice came from, but I kind of liked it. Afras, a unique discovery. Afras is a heavenly twin, a planet in a star system that has not one, but two worlds of sufficient mass to retain a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere within the habitable life zone of its parent star. Fossil evidence shows abundant vertebrates and evidence of a sapient terrestrial avian species in its Bronze Age. Thank you for giving me intelligent birds, game. Although apparently they are also died out. Just like, why? Why? Why Star Trek Enterprise? Why did you have to have the avians be dead? Is it just that you didn't want to try and make those work on screen? Because it wasn't until like Lower Decks. I mean, as technically Star Trek, the animated series, had intelligent bird species, but I feel like I didn't really get intelligent bird species until Lower Decks, when I finally had some bird characters. The Corvid costumes are murder. Oh no, oh no, oh, so many points, you need points. Portico, we need points. Fossil evidence. Oh, wait, I read that sentence. I don't remember how to do points. I could try and do the points myself. Did I do it? I don't know if I did it. I don't think I did. It's add points. I didn't know, I don't even know my own commands. I made the commands. I don't know what they do or which ones they are. However, the only trace of contemporary life on the planet is that of single-celled organisms in its seas. All else has suffered from an extinction event, a series of massive impacts that vaporized vast quantities of water and lofted dust into its atmosphere. Early theories that this event was a collision with a fragmenting asteroid have now been discounted. The impact craters were aimed directly at habitation centers. Orbital distance 1.4 AU, orbital period 2 Earth years, radius 4,530 kilometers, day length 31.3 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 2.32 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 33 Celsius, and surface gravity 0.7 G. Number of command. This is true, Lord Portico. I also don't use them very often, so I don't know what they are. Tosal Nim. The sister tragedy to the extinction event on Afras, Tosal Nim was the rarest of jewels, a second garden planet within the same life zone as Afras. Not as old as its sister planet, its fossil evidence indicates it was home to abundant invertebrate sea life. However, similar craters to those on Afras created a dust shroud that killed 99% of biota on the planet. The even spacing of the craters indicates a coordinated, simultaneous attack from points around the globe, rather than an asteroid collision or supervolcanic scenario. Orbital distance 2.1 AU, orbital period 3 Earth years, radius 6,930 kilometers, day length 19.8 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 1.86 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 18 Celsius, and surface gravity 1.3 G. Chaos. The fossils are in the crayons. Go get them. Yes. So many. I mean, planets are filled with crayons if they're out there long enough and enough things hit them. I didn't make the rules. Vem Osca, a Jovian gas giant, Vem Osca, weeping witness in Hyperion Volus, is a low-density hydrogen-helium planet with 35 moons. Later this year, 33 of the moons will be visible from the planet's surface in a conjunction. In an event that will be recorded by space probes from all over the galaxy. Orbital distance 4.6 AU, orbital period 9.9 Earth years, radius 64,826 kilometers, day length 11.9 Earth hours. I do not understand how the first half of this description fits with the second half of this description, considering that this is a Jovian gas giant. I somehow doubt you'd be able to see anything from the surface of a Jovian gas giant. So I don't know how you're going to see all 33 of the moons that are in a conjunction from the planet's surface. A very close orbit, or like, you know, if you're will be visible from a ship in the upper atmosphere. So, but you won't be able to see them from the planet's surface because you won't be able to see space from the planet's surface of a Jovian gas giant. If you can even get down there without being crushed to death. They're bullets, so it's probably like, oops, did I say that? Probably a lie. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. Yeah, I was just like, I don't think this tracks. All right, we need to scan this system, but I'm gonna wait. From the bottom of a boiling ocean and miles of poisonous cloud cover, come and view the 33 moon conjunction. I want to scan this one last, since it has the mass relay, and then if the Reapers come, hopefully I can get away easier. Also, Shecha? That is indicating that there is a quest here? Yes? I did not see it immediate. I don't know. I also don't know exactly how to pronounce that, but. Oh, wait, no, that was the. I'm confused. Anyway, Erlarast. That was the name of the system. Bovis Tor. Named the Shining Sea in an old Volus language, Bovis Tor is so named for its boiling surface rich in glowing hot illumina, flecked with dark ridges of carbon. It's thick. Reason and logic. Its thick atmosphere of nitrogen and oxygen is no longer. No longer? What? Its thick atmosphere of nitrogen and oxygen is no indicator of life, since the temperatures are simply too high. Orbital distance, 0.7 AU. Orbital period, 0.6 Earth years. Radius, 7,307 kilometers. Day length, 33.5 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure, 8.39 Earth atmospheres. Again, surface temperature, 253 Celsius, and surface gravity, 1.6 G. Yeah, I don't know. Today, again, I had gotten out of it, and like now that I'm using the sort of surfery voice, I'm saying atmospheres again instead of atmospheres. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Talisphia. is lots of pretty grains. Talisphia is a planet capable of supporting life, if that life happens to breathe ammonia. Discovered by Asari explorers, the planet was used as a bargaining chip by the Citadel Council, who quickly drafted a colonization agreement with its wealthy client race, the Volus. The Council would fund the Volus colonization effort in return for massive trade benefits. With uncharacteristic enthusiasm, an enormous Volus influx ensued, and the Council reaped the economic benefits for a dozen years before the colonization bubble burst. The Reapers found Talisphia easy prey. The independent planet had a defense fleet only sufficient to handle small-scale actions. Its high population and industrial base, once a deterrent to war with other Terminus systems worlds, has only served to attract a larger number of Reapers than usual. Colony founded 385 CE, population 3.8 billion, population estimates are pre-invasion. Capital, Usra Dao. Orbital distance, 1.6 AU. Orbital period, 2 Earth years. Radius, 7,550 kilometers. Day length, 33.8 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure, 6.15 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature, minus 25 Celsius. And surface gravity, 1.7 G. Yeah, it's my car salesman voice. Doz Atab. I have my, like, narrator reading out the encyclopedia voice and my car salesman voice, and I switch between them for this. Sorry, I've been doing fine, but then all of a sudden my nose was itchy. I'm going to stop. Doz-Atab. An ice giant, Doz-Atab, Sky Warden, has a bluish tinge from its hydrogen-methane atmosphere. Its axial tilt causes its seasons... That was a plural word. Its axial tilt causes its seasons to vary wildly in temperature. Orbital distance 3.1 AU, orbital period 5.5 Earth years, radius 47,428 kilometers, day length 10.3 Earth hours. And now, like, that's the point in the description where I hit the top of the planet and say, this baby can handle so many ships. Right? That's how the planet salesman goes.
I found something.
Orbit! Start scanner! It's on the other side of the planet, which takes so long to get to. Let me use WASD. Or arrows or something. I know how to get there. Oh, I just wish I could go faster. Prothean obelisk. Hey, wasn't that something we were looking for? I don't remember. Run away, run away, run away from the fair and the...
Reapers eluded.
Only 50%? Back into the system. Keep scanning everything. Investigate. Fuel. We needed it, so...
Faster than light jump successful.
I apologize to your ears, but we did manage to get out of Erlerast. Okay. We're gonna go to Kaisel next. Oh, thank you, Portico. Stretch. Ooh. Stretchy stretch. And we will hydrate. Oh, yeah, thank you. All right, Kaisel. I don't know where we're gonna find things here, but I'm sure we will. I'm okay at the moment, I think. But thank you. Unless you all would like a break. We can take a break if a break should be break. Should I break? Let me break. I'll break. I don't really feel like I need to, but I should. I should take more breaks. So let's do the breaky break. If you are not subbed, you'll probably see a couple of ads during the break, and that's just because I'm going to run them so that anybody arriving who's not subbed won't get ads as soon as they arrive for a period of time. But yes, let's do a bio break. And you won't miss anything while the ads are running because it'll just be the be right back screen. So take this moment, stand, stretch, get some water, use the restroom, and I'll see you shortly. Okay. The ads should be done, I believe. And amazingly, I don't know if anybody ever would have predicted this, but I don't think the stream dropped while there were ads running. Anyway, I hope that you all had a good break. I actually do feel better. I didn't feel like I needed to take a break, but I think it was a good idea that I did. So, all right, let's read about this planet and continue our adventure. I mean, it has had some interactions with Reaper ships. We've died twice today. Naskral is a small, hot, tidally locked inner planet that had modest minerals development on its dark side. Within a generation of the Vorcha's first contact with spacefaring species, robo-mining interests attempted to exploit it, only to find their trading partners violently overthrown on a regular basis. The Vorcha's own culture disenfranchised them in Naskral's case, as their legal claims to the planet were inevitably backed up by violence as a show of dominance. This nuance was lost on the mining corporations who hired mercenaries to guard their operations with lethal. Apparently, Liesel can attack with lethal force and never surrendered it to Vorcha complaints. The Reapers sent a small force to destroy Naskral's orbital stations and surface facilities. There is no indication that there are any survivors. Orbital distance 0.37 AU, orbital period 0.3 Earth years, radius 1,754 kilometers, day length 0.3 Earth years, atmospheric pressure is trace, surface temperature 156 Celsius, and surface gravity 0.41 G. Incidentally, if anybody who did have to sit through an ad would like to share what the ad was for, I'm curious about what they're choosing to advertise on my channel, since I have no control over it and cannot make them not advertise on my channel. I've also set the option, I don't know if it has happened yet, but they had a thing for a while where, or they had a thing they were testing where you could have the ads, like they were testing an option to where the main stream would stay and the chat would stay, and it would just the window would shrink a little bit and an ad would pop up below it. And I have the box checked to let that happen, but I don't know if it ever does. Probably something involving sugary foods. I mean, that would be appropriate. We've been talking about candy. Heshtok. The Systems Alliance official, I can't even read the word A correctly at this point. Oh my gosh. I need to shoot things. A Systems Alliance official once summarized his tour of the Vorcha homeworld as follows. You can make your own Heshtok in 2 simple steps. Take Hell, then add Vorcha. The word simple wasn't in there. I don't know why I added it. The planet is highly volcanically active, leading to periodic releases of toxic gases into the air and water supplies, as well as other extreme situations that gave rise to the Vorcha's legendary adaptability. Overcrowding and the extermination of most of their ecology led to a planet covered in weeds and hardy vermin. The Vorcha do not have a recognized single government that would allow them membership in any galactic league. Alliances between bloodlines are tenuous at best, and the Vorcha's short, violent lives ensure that there are few lasting institutions. I'm stumbling on all the words today now. You can tell, as the stream goes on and I'm reading a lot, I start tripping over words, because diction, not addiction, diction. Your tongue gets tired after a while. It does, Obi, sound a little bit racist against Vorcha. The Reaper invasion of Heshtok encountered little forma? The Reaper invasion of Heshtok encountered little formal military resistance, but the harvesting process is slow. Destroying neighboring cities fails to intimidate Vorcha, who become submissive only if physically dominated in person. Cutting off their water supply simply makes them adapt their bodies to get moisture from food. Allied intelligence hypothesizes that Reaper forces are not harvesting yet, instead seeking to immobilize Heshtok's population and prevent them from joining the fight for the galaxy at large. Population, lack of census data spreads estimates from 6.0 to minus 9.3 billion, to 9.3 billion pre-invasion. Capital, Hatash. Disputed. Orbital distance, 0.75 AU. Orbital period, 0.72 Earth years. Radius, 3,902 kilometers. Day length, 44.9 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure, 0.27 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature, 32 Celsius. And surface gravity, 0.695 G. All right. Planet 3. So many planets. They all have descriptions. Parask. A lifeless desert, Parask was colonized soon after first contact with the Vorcha. Several Asari mining corporations working with a Siari-based charity called Mind and Hand built settlements on the planet's surface and orbital stations. Adopting Vorcha orphans from Heshtok, they raised them to live nonviolent lives and employed them in the mining industry. While Mind and Hand's efforts were at first labeled colonialist, the orphans became minor celebrities when it was discovered that the Vorcha habit of using violence to communicate was not completely innate. Several spoke throughout Citadel space on behalf of their species, but their short lifespans kept their careers very brief. Even today, companies that want Vorcha labor have the poor choice between adopting and educating them as youngsters just to watch them age and die, or dealing with autonomous but violent adults. So wait, if you make them peaceful, they die young, is what I read from that. The Reaper invasion devastated Parask. Its industrial capacity was ruthlessly targeted, and the Vorcha mining communities were exterminated. The only silver lining is that the deaths have created martyrs, inspiring other alien-raised Vorcha to fight for their galaxy. Orbital distance 1.7 AU. Orbital period 2.5 Earth years. Radius 2,283 kilometers. Day length 49.1 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure trace. Surface temperature minus 85 Celsius and surface gravity 0.32 G. Lirot. Lirot? I don't know. The hydrogen-helium gas giant Lirot was the site of a brief... Now I've got the... Wow, they're mixing. Basically, if you spend their total 5-year lives trying to educate them, they never get to do much. Oh, that makes sense. I hadn't processed the fact that they lived only that short period of time. The hydrogen-helium gas giant Lirot was the site of a brief and decisive battle between Vorcha and Reaper forces. It was impolitically characterized on the news vids as millennia-old death machines versus a gang of teenagers, a reference to the Vorcha's brief lifespans and inexperience. In reality, many of the ships were commanded by other species to avoid this shortcoming, but the insult still sticks. The defenders outnumbered the Reapers, but their force was comprised of light ships suitable to a militia, since never before had it been in anyone's best interest to allow Vorcha to build a dreadnought. Superior Reaper firepower soon wiped out the Vorcha fleet, and the fuel infrastructure around Lirot was pulverized. Rumors abound that the Reapers did not lose a single ship. Orbital distance 3.5 AU. Orbital period 7.3 Earth years. Radius 72,280 kilometers and day length 11.9 Earth hours. And we've got Rustaka. A very nice green and blue. This methane ammonia gas giant was swept past during the Reaper invasion, and once its helium-3 collection equipment was destroyed, it was largely ignored. Vorcha's ships that survived the attacks on Heshtok and Lirot can be found discharging their drive cores here before making spy spy sorties or retreating further into space. Orbital distance 7.1 AU, orbital period 21.2 Earth years, radius 32,734 kilometers, and day length 14.5 Earth hours. Shlippum. Oh, hello. Gimme. That thing called love, I want it. Sorry, every time. Every single time. Start scanner. We haven't added new songs to the musical in a while. Also, I would have to go back and watch all the VODs to know which songs were in the musicals because I never wrote any of them down. Void Devil's Fighter Wing. Nice. Okay, I don't know if that was something we were looking for, but I'll take it. Oh, 100% acquired. I did not need to call the Reapers.
Successful.
All right, let's go to Tal. Enter. System. Tal. Actually, one sec. 50%. All right. We just switched sides of the system, didn't we? Garan. Garan is the innermost planet of the Tal system, which is less than 2.56 million kilometers from its K-class parent star. Temperatures on the sunward side of this tidally locked planet reach more than 2,800 Celsius, boiling away earth and stone. These gases are then carried away by wind from the hottest point to the zone where temperatures are cool enough for the gaseous mixture to recondense, leading to the unusual weather phenomenon of rains of rock. Garan remains largely unexploited by commercial interests as the heat of the star tends to ward off all but well-funded collection ships like the so-called Inferno class that mine Ezo near energetic stars. Garan does not appear to have Ezo, and its other elements are not worth the setup cost. Orbital distance 0.0172 AU, orbital period 17.52 Earth hours, radius 11,703 kilometers, day length 17.52 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.67 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 1,284 Celsius global average, surface gravity 1.56 G. That is a hot planet. Sarayat. Oh, it's so pretty and white. It's like a snowball. A large terrestrial, Sarayat's methane-rich atmosphere might be mistaken for that of a true hothouse planet. However, some terraforming corporations have targeted it for development since Sarayat has already given rise to some cyanobacteria in the liquid water that can be found near its poles. There is some evidence that the planet has been fluctuating between methane-heavy and oxygen-heavy atmospheres for several million years, each cycle dependent on the nutrients in the ocean that led to bacterial growth or crashes. Star Charts catalogs several scientific stations studying Sarayat. Wow. Several scientific stations studying Sarayat. So many S's, but all appear to have been destroyed by the Reapers. Orbital distance 0.85 AU, orbital period 0.87 Earth years, radius 10,413 kilometers, day length 65 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 5.18 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 94 Celsius, and surface gravity 1.82 G. Next up in our tour of the Tal system is Alta Cairil. Oh, look at that one, it's pretty. Alta Cairil is a garden world on the outer edge of its star's habitable zone. The planet is largely frozen, yet it features native dextroamino acid-based life in its lower latitudes. These species evolved to withstand periodic freezing and compensate for the cold with spectacular population explosions during the long, mild summers. Hardy, independent-minded Turians colonized the planet. The Quarians briefly considered contesting them, but were daunted by the virulence of the planet's infectious life during the growing season. Not to mention the colonists who had ties to warlords elsewhere in the Shrike Abyssal. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to not be looking at that now. Alta Chiral's citizens were wiped out by Reaper's bombardment, despite the planet having a reasonably high population, which would usually make it a candidate for harvesting. Allied intelligence suggests that the colonists kept anti-space defense weaponry in population centers, so the Reapers limited their risk by destroying the threat and moving on. Colony founded 2021 CE, population 13.5 million. All population estimates are pre-invasion. Capital, Estivus Arax. I don't know why I switched at that point. I normally don't. Orbital distance 1.6 AU, orbital period 2.3 Earth years, radius 4,145 kilometers, day length 19.2 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 1.19 Earth atmospheres, and surface temperature minus 24 Celsius. Is there anything in the asteroid belt? I don't see anything that is going to ping, but I'm gonna check anyway. We'll scan in a minute. Zercheo? I don't know. I'm gonna try that. Zercheo. A hydrogen-helium gas giant, Zercheo's many moons were developed along with the colonization of Alta Chiral. It is believed that the majority of them were military in nature, a common theme among Turian colonies. Specifics are few. Alta Chiral's government kept its records classified, and the Reapers have systematically destroyed the installations here. Orbital distance 5.4 AU, orbital period 18.1 Earth years, radius 74,614 kilometers, and day length 16.4 Earth hours. All right, Reapers. I don't know if you know that I'm coming for the things in this place. Oh, wait, we found a thing. It's called Virtus. It is very small. It's so small. Virtus is a large, stony asteroid in the Tall System's Rakari belt. There are no records of its colonization, but it is included on star charts as it is well known by astronomers on Alta Chiral who could observe it with low-power telescopes during certain portions of its orbit. Orbital distance 7.3 AU, orbital period 22.1 Earth years, radius 651 kilometers. Day length 11.4 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure is trace, and surface temperature minus 161 Celsius. Is there nothing in this system to find? I'm guessing not, because the Reapers don't seem concerned. Oh, what? I'm surprised we found something because the Reapers were not. Vorcha Labor Team. Tyrix. Whoa, we didn't even know Tyrix was here. Tyrix, one of the largest objects in Tall's asteroid belt, is a metallic asteroid with an iron-nickel core under a rocky olivine mantle. It is possibly a remnant protoplanet prevented from forming into anything bigger by gravitational disturbances from Zercheo. Orbital distance 3.3 AU, orbital period 6.7 Earth years, radius 808 kilometers, day length 5.21 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure chase, surface temperature minus 140 Celsius, and surface gravity 0.015 G. 50%. I don't know what's going on. The Reapers don't seem to care that we're scanning this system. Fuel depot. All right. 100% of assets acquired. If we exit out, 75% acquired. We just have to scan Zecha. I honestly don't know how to say this name. Did we read the planets? I think we did. Yeah, Zadaban.
Signal confirmed.
Thank you much. Enter orbit. Scan planet. 10,000 credits. I'm guessing there's something else. There is. Gimme, 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 gimme! fuel! Fine.
Reapers eluded.
All right, the Shrike Abyssal, 100%. Crescent Nebula, 100%. Ismar Frontier, nothing. I don't know. Shall we find the ex-Cerberus scientists for the rest of stream? Or maybe investigate the Asari colony? I don't know what any of these are. I mean, I'm not supposed to know, but we've been doing a lot of scanning, and I want to shoot things. We have picked up things. We have picked up many things that are turn-ins for quests. Or at least a few things that are turn-ins for quests. But, gimme. Antonax, Eros, and Gelix. And another planet over here near us. I didn't mean to exit. I don't know if we've read these. I think we did like a let's go everywhere and read all the planets at one point. Lest we never see Vegas. All right, let's do it. We can read these later if we decide we need to. I think we did, because we already scanned 100% of Fortis. I think we came into this system and read them all before. You're talking about James's guns? All right, let's land. Select Caden. Select James. I don't know if Tali will ever join the team again at this point. I think we're good with the weapons that we have. I don't really need to change them up. Apparently there's a new shotgun that we have. Currently, James is using the Grawl Spike Thrower 5. We have the AT-12 Raider, which is new. We need to upgrade that thing before we would use it, though. So stick with your Spike Thrower. Caden. Phalanx 5, Phaeston 5. Plenty of well-crafted arms. Indeed, indeed, you are not wrong. Only 2 points available to spend, so nothing to spend it on. 6 points available to spend. Ooh, you could get maxed out on Fortification, James, or on Carnage. Let's see. Increase damage to armored units by 65%, or increase damage by 50%. Let's do armor damage. I like that. Go for it, James. Okay, let's shoot some things. I need to balance the time better. When we take a break, I need to stop scanning planets and just go find something to shoot.
Do we know how long these scientists have been holed up out here?
Intel's pretty damn slim.
Sir, I'm picking up chatter from a Cerberus squad engaging the supply depot.
Engaging the scientists?
And if I'm reading it right, sounds like more troops are on the way.
Okay, set us down, then get out of here. I need these scientists alive.
Yeah. And you need to stay alive too. It's snowy. I like the snow. They do not seem equipped to deal with this assault. Okay. Was he a nobody? I can't remember. He doesn't look exactly like my memory,
Right, just keep moving.
but I don't do good with images. Is that the guy from ME2? Or one of them? I can't remember names either at the moment. I don't know. The voice made me think maybe, but it was all grunting, and so I don't know. I don't know if that's who it is. They're gonna keep dropping in. I'm gonna keep shooting them. More? Where are the scientists for me to defend? And my ammo's full? How's my ammo full? I don't know where the frack I'm supposed to go, but...
All clear, Shepard. Any scientists survive?
What's up here? Is there anything worth looking at up here? Is Cerberus ship? Can I blow it up? It's a Cerberus ship. It was Jacob. I don't know. Braining brain. My brain is braining, and it is not great. This is the wrong game, though. Tomorrow's game is the game where I need my brain to do silly things. Hello? It be me. I'm looting. I'm trying to loot. There's nothing to loot. Where's all your stuff? Give me your stuff.
Jacob, how bad?
I'll live. I think.
This is Commander Shepard of the Alliance. The enemy is clear for now. Open the door.
Is Jacob there?
It's okay, Bryn.
I thought it was Jacob, but I wasn't 100% sure, and I couldn't remember his name.
Jacob. Oh my god.
I'm all right. The others didn't make it.
What are you doing here?
I'm supposed to be protecting these people from the elusive man and his attack dogs.
Are they gone?
For now.
And honestly, his
They'll
face
be
looks
back.
different than I remember.
Sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'll walk it off. Save my life one more time and I'll start owing you.
This one's on the
I
house.
could live with that.
Shepard, this is Dr. Bryn Cole. She's in charge here.
Tell me what's going on. Intel says you're Cerberus.
We're all ex-Cerberus. Scientists, mostly.
Civilians?
Call us refugees. If we hadn't run, we'd be dead.
Okay.
Why does the elusive man want to kill you?
Our stories are different, but the themes are the same. We were each using information from the collector base to work on the different components of a larger tech. After someone completed their component, they disappeared. No bodies, just gone. As we progressed, we started feeling like we were signing each other's death warrants.
The elusive man doesn't mess around. If he can't control it, he'll destroy it.
The brain trust here has to be a significant loss for him.
You had to know they were going to find you.
It's a pretty smart bunch. We covered our bases.
But the elusive man is one tenacious bastard.
Time to evacuate.
Agreed. Just need to get the AA guns on the roof back online. Cerberus is jamming them somehow. With those guns down,
to the roof!
Cerberus will just blow our escape shuttles out of the sky.
Might be the network link.
I'll check and meet you upstairs.
Jacob, you should get that wound looked at.
Indeed you
I'm
should.
good. I mean, I will.
Don't you dare, game. Don't you dare.
Commander, I should see to my people. Join me upstairs when you
Just
can.
because I didn't remember his name?
You know this Jacob guy? Another ex-Cerberus?
He worked with me to stop the collectors.
Jamie, I didn't want to come here with these.
Your partner was brave. He wouldn't want you to crumble like this.
He's right.
We're getting out of here alive. I promise.
Just because I couldn't remember his name, do not you dare kill another one of my former companions. Unless it's the big game hunter asshole guy, Zaid. I'm okay with it. If they want to kill Zaid, I'm good. Private message from Horus to Bryn. Bryn, I don't like this. I've managed to get eyes on some of the research the others were doing, and I'm getting a sense of a big picture here beyond anything we could have imagined. In our worst nightmares, kind of imagined. I'm gonna start sabotaging my work. That's how bad it is. We need to meet up and talk. ASAP. H. Call some monies. Dr. Archer.
Commander Shepard, Dr. Gavin Archer. We met on Project Overlord.
That's one way of putting it.
Yes, well, after you took my brother to Grissom Academy, I tried putting all that behind me. I don't suppose you have any news from there. I've heard rumors the Academy is in trouble.
I already took care of that. Let him worry. Nah, we'll tell him.
I was at Grissom Academy. Cerberus tried abducting the students, but David's okay.
Oh, thank God. Commander, you have no idea what that means.
I think I do.
Worrying about his safety now.
I never stopped. I know you think I'm a monster.
Yes, I do.
Right? Not a day goes by where my dreams aren't haunted by what I did to David. All I can do now is hope that one day he forgives me.
I'm trying to remember exactly what Overlord involved. I hate that I never remember, but it's because I only play once a week.
Far from the path. This was my only refuge. As a boy, I wanted to be a scientist remembered for doing right by the world. Curing
Okay.
disease or discovering...
That's what I thought it was.
Not a monster who tortured his own brother.
See, if I was just playing this straight through for myself, well, I don't do anything straight, but if I was just playing this all the way through for myself, there wouldn't be such big gaps, and I would remember things.
What did you say to the elusive man?
I told him if his intention was to work with the devil, he only had to look in a mirror. Wanted out of his nightmare.
He just let you go?
If it had been that easy, I wouldn't be hiding here. Every Cerberus soldier in the galaxy has orders to shoot me on sight.
Okay.
What happened to Project Overlord?
After your intervention, the elusive man insisted I find another test subject. Someone who shared my brother's abilities. I couldn't bear the thought of reliving the nightmare, so I destroyed all of my research. Overlord is no more.
This is good. I'm glad that Overlord is no more.
And I'm not even going to pretend it was good to see you.
I understand. Commander, thank you for saving David. Both times.
Yeah, you don't deserve it. He does. He deserves my assistance. David does. Not you. Okay. I keep waiting for something to start shooting at me. Ooh, assault rifle magazine upgrade. We have a weapon bench. I don't know if there's anything for me to do though. Sniper rifle, assault rifle. I like my M8 Avenger. that bumps weight up. I don't really want that. Matic. The Vindicator. Capacity goes up. Fire rate goes down a little bit. Accuracy goes up. Damage goes up. Weight goes up a tiny bit. But our power recharge speed also goes down. So never mind. I thought this one was going to be... Well, let's look at the things. We just got a thingy. What was the thing we just got? I've already forgotten. It was the magazine upgrade, right? Yeah, I don't need to do that. You has assault rifle. What are your upgrades? Extended barrel and stability damper? I don't really know. We can do this stuff. We can modify their weapons. I don't know how much it really helps though. Other than giving them ones that do more damage or things like that. So I think I don't think I need to make any changes right now. I'm good with my setup that I had. Was that you two? Okay. Oh. When the whole world shifts beneath you. I should have gone and did like this the Starfleet shuffle as the, but I didn't know it was coming, so I wouldn't have been able to do it on cue, so never mind. I'm blathering on now. Also, in case you didn't remember.
Make sure those samples from Project Mia get out on the second shuttle.
I've already dropped one box. My hands were shaking so hard.
We're going to make it.
What's the status of the guns?
Still waiting. I have my best people on it.
How many scientists are here?
43, plus research assistants.
How the hell did you go dark with so many in tow?
When you fear for your life, there's a lot you can do.
Bryn, I can't possibly dismantle the genetic amplification components in time.
I'm sorry, Dr. Boehner.
Top
it's
people.
Important work, but right now you need to tend to your family.
Wait, there are families here? Children?
You gotta be kidding.
So these refugees brought everyone with them?
Yes.
They are refugees.
About 17 kids here. Partners, spouses, parents. I promised these people refuge. A new life free from Cerberus. I just never imagined the elusive man.
That's what evil counts on. That it's hard for good people to imagine. Okay. Everyone left gets out of here alive.
Yep.
This escape will have to be carefully executed.
I'd hoped. We tried so hard to make sure it wouldn't come to this.
What's the news?
Can't tell. Only know I can't fix it from here. I'm going to the roof. Cerberus landed a shuttle there a couple minutes ago. You in?
Jacob, you're injured. I'll fix the guns.
No way. These are my people. I'm going.
The roof.
Just because you
the
survived
roof.
one suicide mission doesn't mean
The roof has lots of fire.
Fine. But I'm gonna talk you through it from here. Cerberus is probably jamming the satellite link. Radio me when you found the controls and I'll give you the override code.
Will do.
Sounds like a plan. Just get somebody to look at that freaking wound. I was gonna just remind people, since Star Trek came up, Fleet Week over on the Cryptic Studios channel starts tomorrow.
Dr. Cole, got a moment?
Of
It
course.
should be good.
What's your relationship with Jacob? We went through a lot together.
An old colleague of his introduced us. Through Jacob's eyes, I started to recognize what the elusive man had become. I guess I was so in love with my work that I refused to see the obvious. Its sponsor had become corrupt.
I get that. That's why it's important to have good people around you.
I don't know what we would have done without him.
What kind of work did you do for Cerberus?
Until the elusive man became preoccupied with the collectors, I worked in physics. It was a researcher's paradise. I had access to cutting-edge tech and all the personnel I needed. The elusive man spares no expense for technical perfection.
That technical perfection's almost killed me a few times.
It also saved your life.
This is true.
Strange to think about, I would imagine.
Maybe.
But then, life is full of uncomfortable ironies. Isn't everyone's?
Yeah. I can't argue with that. You escaped from Cerberus, or tell me about your experience. Oh, cool, yeah! That is the channel, Cryptic Studios. They are the people who make Star Trek Online, and they're having a week of stuffs. It should be that one. I can double check if you want, but I believe that's correct. Yeah, that's the channel. That is the proper channel. And a button. Yeah, if you didn't already follow it, there was a button. The new shout-out system sticks a button on screen that you can just click and it'll give you the follow. So you don't even have to leave where you are to initiate a follow.
How did you get away?
I was a loyal senior employee. There's a lot of freedom in that. When our fourth colleague disappeared, we organized and were out the door in days.
And until now, Cerberus never suspected you were hiding right under their noses.
We honestly thought we had it all figured out. It's humbling.
So what's this work of yours that Cerberus wants so badly?
It's based on tech gathered from the collectors. In essence, it involves dissecting Reaper-to-Collector communications.
Okay.
Dr. Horace Armstrong and I were working on a practical human application. An implant of sorts. Once he'd completed his component and moved on to less valuable work, he disappeared.
That sounds dangerous. If you intercept their communications with your mind, they could influence you.
What kind of work did you do for
Did I already click this one?
The elusive man became
I did.
preoccupied with the collectors. I worked in physics.
Didn't I?
It was a researcher's paradise. I had access to. The elusive man spares no expense.
That technical perfection's almost
Yeah.
Strange to think.
Maybe.
But then, life is full
I
of
thought there used to be
uncomfortable
3 things under here. Running from Cerberus, you... Okay. Yeah, I think we... Did we get all of them? I think I got all of them.
Thanks, Dr. Cole.
You should let me focus.
Thank you again for everything.
Shepard, not letting me focus. Well, things shooting me, not letting me focus. Datapad, examine. Oh, it was credits. Personal log, Bryn Cole. Attention, ship is under attack by a 3-headed space dog or something. We are calling Space Zagreus, who will be here in 15 minutes to pick them up. Please ensure that all your Cheetoys are safely stowed and that you have left the space dog park by then. Oh, thank you, Portico. With Jacob's help, we have managed to ascertain that several of our colleagues were in fact killed. Contracts terminated is what Cerberus called it. Makeda, Scott, Daniel, Chen Hui. Hi? I need to learn. Chun Hai. Annika, and so many others I don't even know about. All of them gone, disappeared without a trace, just like that. We should have left sooner. I don't know why we waited so long. I can't remember what seemed so important that we had to stay just one more day. What was I thinking? I'm writing myself a reminder because I've needed to do this for a while and I've not gotten around to it, and I just need to learn Chinese name pronunciations. Like, properly learn them.
Let's just get the hell out of here.
because it bothers me that I don't know him. Yes, Jacob's in there. I just need to see if there's anything else to pick up. Oh, there's so many places to go. Dr. Hammond.
I'm okay. Let's just do this.
Personal log, Damini Sengupta. Attempts are ongoing at figuring out what the end product of our research was meant for. While it is obvious that the delivery system was to be implant reliant with evident neurological applications, many questions remain as of yet unanswered. The loss of Dr. Horace Armstrong in particular is hindering our efforts to speedily reconstruct the nature of the elusive man's goals. We have several parts of the whole which lead us to chilling conclusions, but we are nowhere near figuring out what said whole might be, and that is what scares me most.
I'm in here.
I'm coming! Tim? Tim is crazy. Well, no, we don't use that word. Tim is megalomaniacal. I believe. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what his actual diagnosis would be, but he does seem to be a bit selfish, power hungry, and uncaring about his effects on others. Outpost report, Jacob Taylor. A-hole, that's it. Outpost now 48% operational. We've reorganized some of the storage rooms around the central core, turning them into living units in order to save power. The outer areas are all condemned now, which should provide us with a buffer should Cerberus agents find us. The guns are functional, but I don't like how exposed they are. I'm going to look into finding us some shielding on the black market. All right, Jacob.
Hey, you okay? How have you been?
Give us a minute. This is crazy. I didn't think I'd ever see you again.
I know the feeling. So how'd you become a gun for hire?
Long story. It was an opportunity I couldn't resist for people I came to care about.
You seem good. You look good.
You're not working for Cerberus,
Great
so.
people defending their ideals. I like it. I think I found what I'm meant to do.
Oh! I'm gonna say it because it's there as an information gathering thing, but oh my gosh! Now is not the right time, Shepard.
You still think about what happened to your dad?
Haunts me more like.
How long have you known Britt?
We met through a mutual friend in the Mumbai cell. Guess I've known her for a year. We had a lot in common. Then she came to me about her missing colleagues. Asked for my protection, my help finding a place to run to. How could I say no?
What's up with you and her?
Who is she to you?
Isn't that obvious?
And you run this enclave with her. You settling down, Jacob?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
It's just, if these are our final days, I want to spend them protecting these people. Building a life. Whatever's left of it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know which one I just picked. I think I did How Do You End Up Here? Or did I do... Oh gosh, which one did I select?
How long have you known Britt?
It was that one.
We had a lot in common. Then she came to ask for my protection.
I'm sorry.
Who is she?
I'm sorry.
You run this. You settling down, Jacob?
My memory doesn't last long enough for me to know which option I just picked. I was paying attention, too much attention.
Why are you working at a place like this?
After we got back, well, things look different when you come back from a suicide mission alive. So I quit Cerberus. I quit everything. And sat by the Mediterranean for a while.
Not bad.
When I lost track of you.
Oh no, what is the fish for?
And what did all that fresh air and meditation teach you?
That what I choose to fight for better mean something to me. That it comes from the heart.
We could sure use you.
It's real tempting, Shepard, but I like where I'm at. I'm important to these people. I want
Honestly, I think he's good here. I don't think we need to take him away.
No, Shepard. The Normandy's your real love.
I wouldn't say that. I think Caden is, but...
But you won't. You can't.
Anything on Cerberus I should know about?
The elusive man became obsessed with indoctrination. I know that. You ever wonder how it all went wrong? I mean, was I blind? I remember
language.
Being an idealist. How come I couldn't see the evil?
Don't beat yourself up. And if you ever get that crystal ball working, give me a heads up, because I'd love to know how this all plays out.
Right.
I should focus on getting these people out of here.
You bet. Let's get to it.
All right. Let's get these people out of here. Ish. Casa Fabrication Greaves. I will take them. I won't remember that they're what we got. I'll just remember I picked up some new armor. Satellite console is up
If Jacob says we're going to
the steps.
But my daughter, she's just a baby.
Did we enter here from down here? We must have. Okay. I should save? Oh, there is that.
We've gone to Sanctuary. Look, let's just focus on getting out of here alive.
Let's see how far we can push it.
These people had no plan beyond hiding. They didn't stand a chance.
Elusive man really wants these guys.
Well, let's not let him have them. I see ladder. I see ladder going upward. Pull hard. Oi. The roof is on fire. Sort of.
Okay, next up, satellite tower.
Giggity. Pull hard, giggity, yeah. Come on. You can cross over the top. Yes, apparently I can't do it while I'm holding down the have your gun ready button. Which is also the one that lets me like steer while I'm running. Generator and satellite console is over there. Well, they're not going back that way, I don't think. Of course they are. Hi there! How about you die? What about... Oi! I said die, not stick around. That was really bad. I know it was really bad, but it still worked. So what does it matter? Hello? Hello? Shield generator. What are we doing now? Data pad. Full of credits. Med kit. Full of experience. Level up. Telemetry override. Activate. Configuration.
Jacob, this should be back online now.
Affirmative, but the guns are still down. I need to manually activate them. Head back to the front of the facility.
More hostiles incoming.
Activate the anti-aircraft guns. Aye, aye, sir. Hello? How do I get up there? Do I have like an ability to climb that I am unaware of? Oh, apparently I do.
Shuttles overhead.
No shuttles. I don't want shuttles.
Commander, trooper on the gun. Gotta get him off that gun.
Yeah.
Move up. Keep low and find cover.
This is... Oh, Caden, don't... James. That was James, wasn't it? Sticking his head in my fire line. I should, Oh, no! Grenade! It's a 12-step process. Oh, hello, medkit. I will take you. Shields generator. Another shield pylon.
We have to get up there and activate those AA guns manually.
Yep, that was the point. That's what I'm working on. Oh dear, that one is broken. I don't know how to get up there with the broken ladder. 1. Relinquish power and realize that Shepard can't do it alone. What? Shepard can't do it alone? What are you talking about? Hello? Oh, AA. Gotcha, 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 gotcha. Circuit.
The other gun is still down. Let's get over there.
Incomplete. Do 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 do. Let's activate gun number 2. Oh, but first, medkit, datapad. Failure at junction. What do you mean?
One of us has to make these repairs.
What? Me. I make the repairs.
James, repair this ASAP.
Will do.
Ready, Kate? Just you and me.
Bring it on.
Come on, hun. We gotta defend James. I mean, if I had to pick, it'd be Caden over James, but this better not be an Ashley situation. I will be so upset if they do that to me again.
How are the repairs coming? I'm working on it.
I'm just gonna shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot. Spray and pray. Hey there! Come join the party! Oh my god, little bits flying everywhere.
Okay, I'm done, damn it. Power up those guns. I'm on it.
Power up the guns? Yeah, let's do that. They have Cerberus colors on them, on the shuttles.
Shepard, AA guns are back online.
Copy that. Let's get these people out of here.
I was so scared that it was gonna be an Ashley situation.
Okay. The guns are already picking Cerberus ships out of the sky.
They're like,
where are we at?
one of them's going to die.
First shuttle is already loaded with everyone under 16.
Commander, when should we leave? What's our best chance for survival?
Jacob,
I can't
what
tell
do
you
think?
that.
Are we ready?
Almost. We could go now. There's no do-overs here.
Agreed. We get one shot.
And we don't want to leave anything behind that could strengthen the elusive man's cause. Your call.
When do they leave? Don't leave anything behind. Not yet.
Wait for my go.
You can begin the evacuation from the command terminal.
Got it.
Okay, so we're not done? What is current goal? Current goal is start the evacuation. Personal log, Bryn Cole. With Jacob's help, we have managed to ascertain that several of our colleagues were, in fact, killed. We read this one. I don't... What else is there? Mission-wise, it seems like my current objective is start the evacuation. So what am I supposed to do?
The evacuation is progressing. Is there anything else?
Is this just a chance for me to, like, talk to people again?
Thanks, Dr. Cole. I'll let you get on with the packing.
Thank you again for everything you're doing for
I
us.
wonder. Let's go check on the people. Because once we start the evacuation... Okay, this is a real question. If I click start evacuation, is that going to put me into another like section of like shooting and stuff like that? Or is that like the end of this quest? I'm basically asking so I know whether it's like, do that, we end it, we're back on the ship, and then I can end the stream, or whether that opens up additional. I think it's probably more fighting. Where are we at? I have no idea which quests we're even doing. So I can't like look at updates on it because I don't know which one it is. Oh, here it is. But there's no additional information. Oh, I can end here. I can just save. So that's what we're gonna do. Because it is time. So we'll plan on returning and finishing this next week. Let's go ahead and switch to credits and figure out what we're doing. Thank you all for joining me today. It's been fun. I hope it was fun for you. I do need to say, wow, this is loud in my ears. Sorry, let me fix that. I couldn't hear myself think. I do need to say thank you very much. I am Puddleglum and Mobius Tempest for your resubscriptions. Thank you, Was Not Worth It, for being a subscriber over on Coffee. And of course, you know, thank you to my mods and to the artists who did stuff for the stream. And thank you everybody who joined today. It's been a lot of fun. I really love playing this game, and I love that you all aren't like screaming at me, telling me what to do, or telling me that I need to go faster when I spend like a couple of hours reading planetary descriptions. Because I'm having fun doing it, and I love that I'm getting the lore as I go along, because if I was playing by myself, there's very little chance I would ever actually look at those, and I think they're amazing, and I want to spend time looking at them, and doing it on stream is the only way that it works for me. Anyway, so thank you all so very, very much for joining. Tomorrow I will be live at 7 p.m. Eastern to likely finish Psychonauts. I really don't think there's very much left. If we do finish and there's time left, we'll open up Office Quest and see what that's all about. So that's tomorrow. And then, of course, we'll raid into episode 2 of Beacon. The Aliens RPG game that the Streampunks are doing. Wednesday is a collection of glass slides made for a magic lantern, mostly architectural in nature. We're going to take a look at them and find out what's in them. And so it'll be a lot of, ooh, this is pretty. I know nothing about this building. Let's find out. Because what else do you do with it? But it was cool and I wanted to take a look at it. So we're going to look at it. Again, I will not be streaming on Saturday because of personal plans that will not have me anywhere near my computer at stream time. So then next Sunday we'll be back, though, for more. We'll pick up right here in the middle of this mission with James. Yeah, and we'll see where we go from there. So thank you all so much for joining. Let me actually set up a raid. I believe today, I think we're going to pop in over on Space Valkyries for some Beacon Pines, I think is what Valkyries is playing right now. Actually, I should check, because they've been live for a while. I don't know. I'm going to just pull up their stream and just make sure they're not ending at the moment. But also, if you don't know who Space Valkyries is, you should follow Space Valkyries. They are an awesome streamer and very ADHD, LGBTQ friendly. And yeah, so we're going to pop over there. I will note, just as a spoilery warning note, they are working their way towards the end of Beacon Pines. In fact, they may have just ended it. I don't know. Oh, it's on the credits. Anyway, we're going to pop in over there and say hi anyway. But say hi. Give them a follow. And I hope to see you again soon. Until I do, get out there and do some shenanigans, y'all.